What's up, guys? This is Boondocks, and right now I'm going to be playing a couple games real quick with my Deathrattle Rogue. Now, this deck does absolute trash so far against aggro, and that's just because they're going to out-tempo you, and even though Rogue is great at tempo, it really bogs you down. Now, with this particular deck, thanks to having things like Undercity Huckster to get you cards that you normally wouldn't have, and a lot of the times they are very influential. You can use this to come back against your enemy, as well as other cards that you might not put in a Deathrattle deck, like the Twilight Summoner, for instance. This becomes rather ridiculous. Part of the reason being, while this card is slow, if you can get it on the field before the enemy has anything, then they're going to be afraid to clear it because it's going to give you a 5/5, and then you can use your Unearthed Raptor right after. So, real quick, let's just kind of run through it since I don't have the little fucking display thing off the side. We're going to do backstabs. Those are really good just to help kill enemies at the start, as well as synergize really well with your SI7 agent. Eviscerate, because 4 damage for 2 mana, come on. Sap to help you in the late game. Blood Mage Thalnos, this obviously goes very well with everything, as well as being a Deathrattle and the draw. Loot Hoarders, again. You might want to get rid of one of these and instead put in something different. I personally can't think of anything in particular, but maybe a 1-drop, even something like the Buccaneer to help you out, or Deadly Poison to help control the board at the start. Fan of Knives with the Undercity Huckster. Fan of Knives is here mostly to help against the aggro decks, but it's rare that you get it in time. That might be something to replace one of the Loot Hoarders with. The Shadow Strike, help with the mid-game enemy that drops, or even clear off one of the bigger ones, assuming you have a board. Earth Ring Farseer, because there's no healing. Edwin Van Cleef, I've gotten to play a couple times, and synergizes amazingly well with a Shadowcaster. 2 SI7s, 2 Earthen Raptors, 1 Defender of Argus, 1 Twilight Summoner. Feel free to toss in another one, instead of, say, a Loot Hoarder or something else. 1 Zeril. This guy, the poisons that you get, because there's such a limited field and they're pretty damn powerful, make this card ridiculous, especially at pulling off combos, since you can bounce back cards to your own hand and save them from death, or get ridiculous combos off on, say, your N'Zoth. 2 Azure Drakes, because the spell damage will always help, plus the extra card draw. 1 Dark Iron Skulker to help clear the board and get a little bit of control going, especially since you could drop them on 5. The Shadowcaster you can combine with pretty much any Deathrattle to great effect, or amazingly well with Edwin Van Cleef. If you can get a ridiculous combo down, even if it's just, say, like Backstab, Eviscerate, Edwin Van Cleef, that's already going to bring you up to 5, and then you could play your Shadowcaster, and then if you manage to save the coin the entire game, you can then cast another Edwin Van Cleef, and it would be fucking huge. So, overall, that's pretty badass. A Cairn, which is always nice, and Sylvanas, because obviously, plus the N'Zoth. That's really where this deck is a nice finisher. This card, assuming your opponent doesn't have control of the board and can just finish you off next turn, chances are this will win it for you. One thing that you could think about putting in here instead, where the fuck is it? Instead, maybe putting in a Tomb Pillager or a South Sea Squidface. Both of these would be very nice, and instead of, say, using the Twilight Summoner or the Defender of Argus if you don't want to do so. But I like the Defender of Argus because it does let you trade up. So let's do a couple ranked games. Hopefully this will work out for me, and I don't just keep running into Zoo like I did earlier. 3 in a row. So, I am up against Zoo, which means I'm probably fucked right off the rip, but we'll give it a shot regardless. And I got a horrible trash hand. Obviously, though, the Twilight Summoner does synergize amazingly well with the Shadowcaster, as you can then get the Shadowcaster, a 1/1 for 1 that'll turn into a 5/5. That's kind of ridiculous. Obviously, that's great value, especially since the negative effect of the Shadowcaster doesn't get included into your Twilight Summoner. So, overall, that could definitely work out, but alright. Yeah, thank you. I have a... Whoa, wait, what? Oh. thought it said something from one of my favorite authors that come out. It was just telling me that there was free samples, but considering I already own all this shit, it's kind of irrelevant. Alright. Anytime now, guy. I swear to God, I feel like some people do this on turn 1 just to piss you off. Or is he AFK? I doubt he's AFK. Maybe he got a DC, or he's pissed off at the hand he got and just walked. Nope, there it goes. This hand is not good. Plus, for whatever reason, whenever you do get the Undercity Huckster off on the Warlock, I've never gotten a good card. Like, against pretty much every other class, I've had drawn a card back that's been pretty impactful. But against the against Warlocks, I always get like friggin' Dark Passage or whatever it is, where you get to destroy 2 things at random, but then discard 2 cards. Well, if I could choose what I wanted to destroy and then still discard 2 cards, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. But considering this deck is very like combo oriented and such, having to discard is just devastating. What are you doing, guy? Of course. Oh my God. You know what? Let's this is totally a bad play, but I mean, the only other option I had was to take 3 next turn and then probably queue up for it, but whatever. That's interesting. Let's see if he trades in. See if he's ballsy. Okay. All right, there we go. I'm fucked already. Like, that's what happens with this deck. And then I draw that 1 turn too late, of course, because then I could have hit, but oh well. Let's all right, right like that. I mean, that wasn't too bad. I wish I had drawn the backstab earlier, of course, but what are you gonna do, right? Well, that'll perfectly have me. Let's go here. Yeah, right like so. Chances are he's going to have some sort of buff card for that egg, but it's still going to require him to trade in, most likely, and then from there I can go on. Yeah. That was still pretty sloppy in my opinion, because now I could just kill that thing and then run into... Yeah. Now, I could be greedy myself and run backstab, but do I want to do that? I mean, it'll curve me out better. I can run in there, backstab that. Yeah, let's do that. Because I do still have the Bane of Doom. And I have to draw a card. Alright, so... That was almost really stupid of me. Alright, there we go. Plus I did get my N'Zoth, so obviously that's pretty powerful. Alright, Let's hit here. Then we'll Bane and Doom it. Ooh, yeah, you get a Succubus. Alright, so hit here. Now, I could save that for my Edwin Van Cleef, and if I already had him in hand, I might have done so, but right now it seems kind of irrelevant, if you know what I mean. My current board is pretty damn nice, and I'm definitely going to want to get down to Sylvanas. Part of me kind of wants to put in an Emperor into this deck, so that way I could then toss in something like knocking down either my Shadowcaster or my Sylvanas, so that way on turn 10, assuming I only hit one of them, I'll still be able to combo that. If I hit both, then you could technically Sylvanas, Shadowcaster, Sylvanas, and a 1-1 Sylvanas doesn't matter, because it's still ridiculous. So I don't really have to worry about Hellfire or anything either, because typically with the new Zoo deck, you don't really run something like Hellfire, just because it negatively affects you so much. I'm half expecting this guy to surrender at this point. This is actually the first time I've done well against Zoo, which is saying something. I did get a pretty decent set of draws going, and being able to use my Fan of Knives when I did, that was obviously very helpful. You know what, let's be super cheeky with it. Why not, right? Next turn, I'll still have, no matter what happens, I'll have 2 of these bastards, 2 Karns, the second form, and I could still N'Zoth and get back a Karn, a Zeratul, and a Sylvanas. Assuming he manages to clear my board with, like, I wanted to say All Into Dust, but that's a friggin' Magic the Gathering card. Doom, I guess, or what the hell's the other one? The one that looks like it has a black hole on it. Whatever. Alright, do something. Did he get pissed off and just walk away? It's almost what it looks like. Any day now, buddy. Or just pass so we can win. Yeah, I think he went AFK. Yep, opponent left. He got all pissed off and left. Oh well. Yay, bonus win streak. That is the first time I've beaten Zoo, and I've lost to it like 3 or 4 times. So, I'm kind of happy about that. I think if you wanted to actually like progress into the higher levels of like getting to, say, Legend and shit, you would actually have to pay attention to analytics and figure out who's doing what at any given time. And this sucks because I'm up against another freaking Zoo. Alright, well, I'm definitely going to kick Edwin Van Cleef. Or I could keep him. You know what? I'm going to keep him because turn 3, I could theoretically just have a 4-4 on the table, depending on what he winds up playing, you know what I mean? So, I will take the 3 damage here, which kind of sucks, but it's a great draw. Let's see what he's got. That sucks. Well, let's just go for the 4-4 Van Cleef, I guess. Totally not a good play. But whatever. Oh man, this is what happens with Zoo. Like, I could have played out my... I probably should have coined out my loot hoard. My loot hoarder. But... oh my god. See, this is what happens every time against Zoo. I was so surprised it didn't happen last time. It's depressing to say the least. Oh my god. I'm so screwed. Oh my god. Disgusting. Disgusting. It's turn 4. Now, I could kill this. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'll play that out. Got another Bane of Doom. It's something, I guess. Oh my god. I'm down to 13 health. And it's going to be lower now. Yeah. So disgusting. I mean, I don't see how you can beat this half the time. So, I mean, shit. If he has any pump up, anything, I lose. And I don't see myself coming back. I mean, I need to draw another 2-drop and then buff this guy up. Yep. There it is. Oh my god, fucking Zoo. Turn 5, I lost. Turn 5. Like, if you don't draw, backstab, or eviscerate, you're screwed. Like, it's ridiculous. I probably should have discarded out my Raptor. Like, and the Van Cleef. In all honesty, I fucked up, and I should have tried to get both of those gone to try to get the eviscerates and the backstabs. But come on. So ridiculous. Let me move over in case the light's coming in from the back there. Alright, maybe I should have kept the eviscerate, but I got it back anyway. Well, this kind of sucks. The plus side is I do have the SI7 for turn 2 combo. And obviously, you know, that's just good tempo, as well as just generally being decent. I actually haven't gone up against a warrior, so I'm kind of curious to see how this works out. Alright, alright. Huh. Okay, that's a thing. Now, I could kill this off with my dagger. Or I could just coin him out for the fuck... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, obviously, it's not the best, but... I need to get something on the board. Yeah. Alright. You know what, I'm just going to play the Raptor as well, just for tempo reasons. So, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Well, that costs 5 mana, so that's... Could 1, 2... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, just to clear this thing. It's obviously not great for his Cthulhu being as strong as it is going to be now. Getting up to 10, but... I'm going to have a, what is that, 6/6 Van Cleef? So, can't really argue about that, and it's going to be much harder to clear now. So, yeah, definitely all around pretty good. Need another beer. Alright, well, that's going to get sapped. Yep. Bye-bye. Then next turn, I'll probably just run in my Van Cleef if he plays that shit again. Which he did not. Alright. Let's see, what did I get here? Now, I could Dark Iron Skulker. Hit, Van Cleef, boom. Yep. I'll take 6 to the face. I don't care. part of the reason here, too, is if he does play the Sylvanas again, which he did not, so that's fine. But had he played Sylvanas again, I could have hit with the Van Cleef and then cleared with this. But either way, it's all good. He's going to use Bash. Nope, Shield Slam. All right, that's fine. Let's see what he does here. Let's just go hard on it. Make him clear some of my shit for me. And then I could trade in and then finish it off with the Shadow Strike. So, alright, he's going to go face. Sure, sure. Alright, that's fine. A Brawl. Okay. That works too, because I'm going to get back at least 3 of those, and then he's going to steal one. Yeah, that's more than fine right there. Where are my other ones? There we go. Hey, what's up, buddies? How's it going, guys? Why would you play that? It's just going to die. Yay. Yay. Less yay, but overall still pretty good. That's a pretty nasty board. And if he uses Brawl, that's fine by me because I'll just drop N'Zoth next turn. That's the thing that happened. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, so silly. Gotta love that. Oh, man. I shouldn't have hit Ed turn either. I should have gone face. The reason being so that way I had a better chance of winning just next turn. Because then I could have run him in, hit face, and used my 2 damage that I got to do 14. So, you know, assuming he didn't draw some sort of tank up card. All right. Let's drop one of these guys, I guess. All right. That's not exactly the best, but oh well. Greetings. See what he's got. All right, just an armor up. That's fine. That's fine. Now, do I want to get rid of that or no? You know what? Let's be a little cocky here. It's a little cockiness, but I mean, he's going to get what? 2 off that? Not that big of a deal. And next turn, assuming depending on what he does, obviously, it's going to determine how I wind up playing it, but I can just kill that no problem next turn. Revenge. Okay, sure, sure. All right. Okay. Get another draw. Always nice. Well, I will have to do 3 damage to that, but overall, it's not that big of a deal. Let's We're going to be pretty friggin' even here. I don't have any great play for next turn. I mean, if I draw an Unearthed Raptor, it would get much better. Since then I'd be able to Undercity, Unearth the Undercity. But, if I don't, it's hard to really say what I'd want to do. You know what, let's just play this out. I could start getting my bigger Deathrattles going now. Let's tempo this out, right here, and then yeah, right like that. All right, not exactly the best play. Maybe I should have gone with the Cairn instead, but I think that tempoing out the going for the Undercity Huckster, that could give me some sort of higher benefit. So, we'll see. Really? You're going to play that again? Okay. 2, 3, 5. All right, sure. So, even worst case scenario, and he grabs that. Oh, hang on. I'll be able to finish it off with the Shadow Strike. We'll see what he gets, though. Alright, the Undercity Huckster. That's kind of annoying, but... let's just heal up. And he can't really do much with the Undercity Huckster, though he will get a rogue card from it, unfortunately. It's, all in all, not the worst that could happen here. So, oh well, right? Has he got like a whirlwind effect or something that he's looking for? How much does this cost now? 4 mana, 5/5? I mean, that's still pretty decent, of course, but... alright, armor up. Let's go on trade in. Now... I have a couple choices. I could go for this. Additionally, I can sacrifice... you know what? Let's play Karn. Kill that. Kill this guy. Hit face. The reason I traded in a character and lost one instead of trading this guy away is because had I traded him in, he would have been at 1 health, which would open up for an easier whirlwind. So... I figured this was probably the best way. I mean, hell, for all I know, he could have drawn a friggin' Fan of Knives from the play he got earlier. And that would have sucked. Alright. I'm probably just going to straight up remove that. Alright, yeah, he wastes an execute on that. Awesome. What else you have? What else you got? I could easily remove this by playing my Blood Mage followed by my Shadow Strike. Decent. And then we will Defender of Argus and hit face. There we go. See what he has. He might... this is looking like a board he might want to brawl, considering how few cards I have in my hand. The nice thing, of course, is that I will get to draw an extra card, have Cairn left, and be able to play my Azure Drake next turn. If he doesn't brawl, I might just Shadowcaster this guy. After playing Azure Drake, because, I mean, if I were to draw a Sylvanas, chances are I'll just play her. But we shall see, eh? I forget how this game works with its, like, internal stack. So, if I were to play a Sylvanas, and then he plays a Sylvanas, and then brawls, how does that work exactly? Like, saying both of our Sylvanas lose. Who gets to keep what? Alright, interesting. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's do like this, I guess. I'm not threatening lethal, unfortunately, but oh well. I mean, this is actually a decent combo too, considering how few healing there is nowadays. Playing a 1/1 for 1 that heals for 3 is kind of worth it. I mean, not entirely, mind you, considering people don't exactly play the friggin' voodoo doctor. So, I mean, yeah, it's not exactly top tier, but whatever. Alright, what else you got? Alright, alright. You know what? We will go for the healing effect and just to have a board out. And we'll hit face. Because now I am threatening lethal. Yeah, because he can heal up to 12. I have, what is that there? 11 on the board plus my 1. So, yeah, that's definitely lethal. See what he's got here. That's not going to do it for you. Got armor up of some sort. Shield block. Okay, he's going to go for a brawl. Sure, sure. Yay, my Karen wins. Astonishing. Wow. Incredible. I mean, that's not obviously the card that I would have preferred to draw, but even if he kills it, there's still a chance that I draw a N'Zoth. I mean, it's a 1 in 8 that I can get a N'Zoth and then just go friggin' ape shit on this guy. So, overall, that's not the worst thing that could happen either as far as draws are concerned, though obviously a Sylvanas that you're not really playing into anything to help you. Obviously, it's not going to be the best, but... Oh, Gorehowl. Hit the Sylvanas. What else you got? Well played. If I draw on a Zoth, I'm still playing it. Oh, no. He could just canceled out. Alright, so that's the Deathrattle Rogue. I definitely think it's a lot of fun. It's decently powerful. So, yeah. Until next time, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.